Hello everyone and welcome to FCA Fridays. FCA Fridays is a Friday video show where I, FCA, discuss things or vlog things or play Minecraft or something like that, or my Adulting 101 series. But today, let's talk about the trouble with introverts. So first of all, let me just explain a couple things, some disclaimers, some upfront information. First off, I'm not trying to fix you, all right? If you are worried or pre-offended that I'm going to sit here and try and give you advice to cheer up. A quick note, I know and I want to make sure that it's expressed that this does not apply to every introvert. This does not apply to all introverts in the world. You know who you are. Check your memes. So it's not all introverts. I know all introverts don't act like this. This is just the expression that I get from the online community. And like I said, if you need proof, check the Facebook things I told you to check later on in the video. Okay? On to the rest. Just to make clear, I'm not trying to fix you. There's nothing to fix. Being introverted, regardless of what you might think, is not it's not a psychosis. It's not a neurosis. That is not a mental disorder in and of itself. There are comorbidities of depression and anxiety and FOMO, such things that can go with introversion sometimes, but it's not a requirement. There's plenty of mentally stable people who are introverts. You need alone time to recharge. Over socializing, too much interaction makes you feel drained and run down and mentally phased and dazed out. You need alone time to collect yourself and to charge your mental energy and stamina. I understand that. The rest of us understand that. And that's cool. If you're an introvert and you need alone time, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Now let's talk about what is wrong. This is called the trouble with introverts. You may take this as an offense or say that I'm attacking you. I'm not. It's just that introverts seem either A, unaware of how they are coming off online, or B, they do not care. The introvert online community, okay, the online community of introverts, I am specifically going with Facebook here, because this is where a lot of my personal problems stem from it. And I find it to be very irritating, like a bad fandom. You know what a bad fandom is? Where the TV show or the media itself isn't bad. Hitalia comes to mind immediately for the anime world. It's not that it's bad, but it puts a lot of people off because the fan base is so crazed and so intense and so in your face and so it's the best that it puts everybody else off and we don't want anything to do with it. This is how the introvert community happens. Again, let me reiterate, I am talking about the expressions of the online community of the introverts and the behaviors and characteristics of such that are irritating, and thus where the introvert trouble comes from. If you need an example, go onto a Facebook and in the search bar, just put in introvert memes. Just do that and see what comes up. In the GIF, even if you're not going to post it, go to a random post, hit the little GIF bar and type in canceled plans. Just hit that and see what the immediate top results are. That will explain everything perfectly. Most of these are things either telling you how to care for your introvert. How to care for your introvert? They're people. They're not some stinking rare houseplant. You care for them like you do any kind of a person. They don't need special instructions. I mean, other than you need to leave them alone a little more. But other than that, normal people treatment will work. So that drives me crazy. But there's also things of introverts wanting to feel wanted. There's often things of introverts are smarter, more creative, they're better or elitist in XYZ forms. Okay? anybody, regardless if they're an extrovert, an omnivert, or an introvert, can be just as creative as any of the other vert forms. Being introverted or extroverted does not in any way translate to your neurons' abilities to create thoughts any better than anybody else. So that elitist mentality needs to just off we go. And that goes for any kind of thing that goes with that. But there's also, and the ones that get to me the most, and I feel like need to be addressed more, are the invite me to everything. Don't make me feel unwanted. I feel rejected. It hurts my feelings when you don't invite me out. Remember to invite me. Remember me. Don't forget me. Don't make me feel unwanted. Just because I say no doesn't mean I don't want to be included. I want you to remember to include me. Me, 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 me. There's a pattern there, don't you think? There's also a pattern interpreted by the rest of us when we do invite you. And for several months in a row, you say no. Several weeks in a row, you say no. Hey, you want to go out to drinks for a couple hours? No. Hey, you want to go out to the movies next week? No. You want to go out to this theme park? No. Do you want to blah, blah, blah? No, 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 no. Okay. We get it. We get it. You need alone time. That's fine. The problem is that introverts, in the online community specifically, there's nothing wrong with being an introvert, but when I don't see you very often and you say no multiple times in a row, I should be allowed, without the guilt trip, by the way, to just not invite you one day. The rest of us, the omniverts and the extroverts, are going to go out to the movies, and we're not going to invite you. Because when we invited you last week, and the week before, and the week before, and the week before, you said no, we understand. You don't want to be with us. That's how that comes off. Introverts in the online community have this selfish, rude thing. And again, they either don't know or they don't care about anybody else's feelings. Every debate with, like, my brother has called me an a-hole and a female dog because he doesn't let me finish my explanation or my points because he just goes, oh, you don't want to invite people because they say no once in a while? Well, blah you. It's not that. It's that we have feelings too. Introverts in the online community seem to forget that the rest of us have feelings. You don't want to feel unwanted. You don't like feeling rejected. You don't like feeling forgotten. The rest of us don't like those feelings either. Those negative feelings are negative to us too. Especially because introverts seem to, again, not understand or not care that extroverts, that really hurts extroverts. When you are surrounded by introverts and you're an extrovert who needs interaction for mental stability, you get your energy from being around other people. When everyone says no to you all the time, you start to think that it's you. If you're the person saying no all the time, if you say no constantly, this means two things. One, you're getting invited to things to say no to. Two, you are making a statement with the repeated no's that you don't want to expend energy on us. The rest of us should have to expend our energy and resources on the introverts. We better care about their feelings. The introverts' feelings matter. We don't want to be forgotten. They don't want to be forgotten. Don't forget about them. They're not going to expend any energy on you, mind you. Oh no. They don't want that. They don't want to put any energy into this relationship, friendship, companionship. They want to suck all the energy away from the rest of us, and we constantly give them energy because their feelings matter. Don't make them feel forgotten. They're allowed to stab us with rejection over and over and over, no matter how unwanted and hurtful it is to us. We're just supposed to take that and constantly do that over and over. But even though there's clearly a pattern of, I don't think this person likes me. I don't think this person wants to spend time with me. And I get that feeling because when I invited them out to lunch, and they actually said yes for the first time in months, and then something came up and we couldn't have lunch anymore, and then I see that they posted on social media a GIF or a meme of cheering, hey, my plans got canceled. Every time my plans fall through, yay, I don't have to go out. Excuse me? Do you not see how that's rude? I want everyone to invite me. These people never invite me anywhere. The one time we invite you, the plans get canceled, and then you act like that, you post things like that, but I'm supposed to invite you again next week? Okay. Now I understand introverts. Please understand introverts. That I understand. We know that you need alone time. You're not going to say yes every time. You just don't have the mental stamina and energy to put into socializing all the time. That's too much for you. So we think we're being respectful. You know what? Our friend is an introvert. We're gonna ask them out once, not ask them out for a while, ask them out again. See how that works. That way they give them some time to recharge, give them a chance. No. So you don't want to be around us. You don't like us. You want to make us feel rejected and unwanted all the time. There's just a pattern there, as aforementioned. So introverts in the online community, your expressions of things of, I need to constantly consider your feelings while you are completely careless and disregard the rest of us all the time, that hurts. And when somebody hurts you over and over and over, logically you should go, okay, I'm going to leave this person alone because they want to be left alone. They do not want to spend time with me, so I should not bother them with inviting them. I don't want to annoy them with, hey, do you want to go out? Hey, do you want to go out? Hey, do you want to go out? No. How many no's do I have to give before this person understands that, no, I don't want to be around you? That's that interpretation, introverts. So there's nothing wrong with being an introvert, but having the online introvert attitude, you need to tweak it a little bit. That's the trouble with introverts, is the pure selfishness that comes from things. And every single argument, debate that I've had, no one ever who is an introvert ever gives me the consideration of other people's feelings. It's always about them. Well, I don't want to feel rejected. I don't want to feel left out. All of those things. It's always about them. They need to be remembered. Just because we say no doesn't mean we don't want to be included. If you want to be included, then you need to say yes once in a while. I understand that you can't do it all the time, but you need to plug yourself in like a cell phone, stay at home for a day or two, on the weekend, and have lunch with us on Tuesday. You need to give something into the relationships. You cannot expect us to want you around when you don't want us around. That doesn't work. That's not good for either of us. You're hurting everybody else, but we're supposed to always consider you. Okay. And also, you need to understand our point of view of feeling like we're being respectful to you, okay? I have a bridal shower, graduation, baby shower, wedding, or something like that, celebration for a promotion coming up. Those are important special dates. I want you there for the important things. So I'm going to skip inviting you because on the off, not like 1% chance that you say yes, I don't want to waste it on drinks for a couple hours. I want you there for the important stuff. I want your charged energy there for the important things. So I'm going to respect you and respect your space and respect your introvert needs by not bothering you all the time. That's how the rest of us see that you're not unwanted or unneeded or whatever. It's just that we know your yeses are rare, so we want to save them for the important stuff. Plus, there's been a pattern, again, of you saying no, so you know what? We asked you out 6 weeks in a row, and you said no every time. The 7th week, we don't think it's that bad to skip you. Hey, you want to go out? Yeah, let's go out. Like, oh, you want to spend time with me? Cool. I want to spend time with you too, and I will invite you again because you have shown that you wish to have a mutually beneficial friendship. And that is the trouble with the online introvert community. Introverts are fine, but you need to check yourself in the mean department. Because when I see that you're happy that our plans fell through, that's not only going to make me feel hurtful, it's going to go, I don't want to be around this person. If they're going to celebrate our plans falling through, then I just won't make plans with them. They clearly don't want plans to happen. So you need to think about that, introverts. Being introverted is fine. But the introvert attitude, that's a problem. And I will see you all later. Bye.